And I'd like to talk for a little bit about the situation in my state, the state of Delaware. We're coming off, all of us are coming off a district work week where we spent our time, I'm sure, meeting with constituents, talking to business owners, small business owners, large business owners, working our districts. And I did the same thing in Delaware, not too far from the capital here. And I'd like to highlight two meetings that I had in particular. One was a job fair that we held in Georgetown, Delaware, really helping to connect those folks in our state that are unemployed or underemployed, people looking to move up. That we had 55 employers there, many of whom were prepared to hire people and offer them jobs. Later on in the week, I met at Pat's Aircraft, which is a manufacturing facility at Georgetown Airport, and they've been hiring mechanics, airplane mechanics, over the last several years. And in fact, when I was lieutenant governor, one of the biggest problems that they had was finding workers that had the requisite skills to do the jobs that they have. And so Delaware Technical and Community College, with the help of the state government, has developed a training program specifically to prepare workers for that facility and other airplane manufacturing facilities in our region. One of the meetings I had this week, press conferences we had, was at Delaware Technical and Community College, where we highlighted a federal grant that was going to Delaware Tech to create training programs for businesses, basically, to enable people to upgrade their skills to take the jobs that are available. Later on in the week, I met and spoke with the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce. And the Georgetown Chamber, of course, is comprised mostly of very small businesses. And really what they had a really simple message for me as a member of Congress. And that is that they see their businesses struggling because of a lack of confidence among consumers. And when you think about the U.S. economy writ large, about 70% of economic activity is consumer driven. And so when consumers don't have confidence, either in their employment situation, in the present, they may not be employed, or their future employment situation, they're not willing to spend money on small business services or products in the community, and therefore these small businesses suffer. So their message to me was really a simple one, twofold. One is, do no harm in Washington, D.C., do the work of the people, solve the problems that we have, and inspire confidence. Our constituents are asking us, begging us to do our work, to inspire confidence, and to do the right thing for the country. Frankly, the people in Delaware are more focused on having us address problems and solve those problems, and they're not really concerned at all, in fact, with the politics of it. What they tell me is, cut it out.
That's right.
Cut it out, and they ask me, is it so bad? And I tell them I've been reading a lot of Civil War history, and I want to tell you, it may be hard for some of our constituents in Hawaii and Rhode Island and Delaware to believe it, but things were a lot worse during those period of time. One of the stories was related in the book that one member almost caned another member to death on the floor of the House. I tell my constituents, it's not nearly that bad. In fact, we have a lot of friends. Frankly, I have a lot of friends, I know you do, across the aisle. I think the real problem is we have pretty significant differences of opinions on issues, and that's understandable. That's what makes our country so great, frankly, that we can come here. We can come from our respective areas of the country with different points of view. As I look around this chamber, you see America in this chamber through the representatives that are sent here by the people. But we need to understand that this country is greater than all the rest of us as individuals, and that we need to live up to the greatness of our country by recognizing that we got to put our differences at the end of the day beside us, behind us, so that we can come to some resolution for the good of the people at large.